Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to Anime King 2. And today I'm going to be giving you part 30 of Uchiha Naruto with this sage. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual. Share this to all of your friends on your social media platform. And if you haven't yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click that red subscribe button and join the Anime King family. And also go over to my main channel. I posted 2 1 hour special for you guys, so go over there and enjoy. And trust me, more are coming and you're going to love it. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into this. Start the intro. You can change. You satisfy the rage in me. Take away my pain. You satisfy the rage in me. So to do a bit of a recap, Naruto was a one-man army as he take on all of Yagura's army. He wiped almost all of them out until Yagura came on the field. As he told Naruto he wasn't like the other man, he was 10 times stronger, as he intended to put Naruto in his place. But after a long battle with him and Naruto, Naruto put him in his place, as Yagura then resulted to take the Biju chakra, as he went in to the second form of Tail Beast mode. So yeah, that was pretty much where we left off. So if you haven't yet, switch across the playlist and enjoy. So let's start this new episode. Yagura was rushing at Naruto over and over, delivering massive punch in his second form Tail Beast mode. But the Susanoo was not breaking, as Yagura cursed himself. How is this thing so strong? As he could not understand. He ran around from all directions trying to find the weakness of the Susanoo, but he couldn't find any. So, said Naruto, it seems like you're done. Then allow me to dance. Naruto brought down the right hand with the Susanoo blade, but Yagura disappeared and appeared a distance away. The blade slammed into the ground, creating a large crater before Naruto rose it back up. Yagura then pushed forward towards the Susanoo at blinding speed, but the moment he was close enough, the Susanoo spinned around the blade, hitting him dead on, as Yagura crashed into the ground like a bullet, as he slammed and created a crater. But he then got back up. He was still in the second form of the Tail Beast mode. He then pushed off as he charged at Naruto again. He appeared in front of Naruto and Naruto swiped at him, but he disappeared in the last minute before getting hit. But he forgot that Naruto Susanoo hold two blades. As Naruto turned to Susanoo and the other blade made contact with Yagura, sending him towards the ground again. The Susanoo blade started to glow a bright orange before releasing an attack wave towards Yagura. The attack hit the ground with blinding speed. The attack hit with a boom and left an X mark on the ground, as the attack hit Yagura dead on, as it compelled him down to the ground. Yagura slowly got up from the ground as he glared at Naruto. He then released a deadly roar. Naruto deactivated Susanoo. Despite the fact that Yagura did not seem hurt, he knew that he did a lot of damage to the Jinchuriki body. It will be soon. His body will soon not be able to maintain the form. Naruto then charged at Yagura with his wing-in-hand sword as he took a swipe at him. As the blade did not cut his skin, it did not even leave a mark. Naruto then spun around and kicked after Yagura's face. Yagura ducked as he punched Naruto in the gut, sending him flying away. The armor did absorb most of the attack, but it still hurt. Naruto flipped several times before landing on the ground. As soon as he landed, Yagura rushed towards him with incredible speed. Naruto brought out his gunbei, knowing that he couldn't use any part of his body to block Yagura's attacks. Yagura appeared above Naruto with his fist going straight to his face. Yagura punched straight down as Naruto brought up the gunbei. As the punch made contact with the gunbei, the power behind the fist pushed Naruto back a little, but he still maintained his ground. Yagura then attempted a kick on Naruto's left side. Again, Naruto brought down his gunbei to block the attack. The power of the attack pushed him sideways before he stopped. Naruto then leaped backwards as he strapped on his gunbei and ran through hand signs, fire style, great fireball jutsu, as he sent a large fire towards Yagura. Yagura did not attempt to dodge the attack. The flames collided with him and engulfed him. When the flames finally died down, Yagura was standing perfectly still without any damage. He then tried to move, but he realized that he couldn't move as he looked behind him as he saw another Naruto with 3 wooden stakes inside of his tails. The clone dispelled, having accomplished his goal, as the 3 wooden stake impaled his tail down into the ground. As Yagura began to struggle to get loose, Naruto quickly went through hand signs. Wood release, wood serpent, he muttered, as a wooden snake sprouted out from the ground and rushed at the struggling Yagura. The snake wrapped itself around Yagura as it restricted his movements. However, that was not the only thing the snake was doing. It was also draining Yagura of the tail beast chakra. This jutsu was a recreation of Hashirama, wooden dragon that was able to eat away Biju's chakra. Naruto cancelled his jutsu as he saw Yagura's body visible. The crimson red chakra was no longer around him. His body seemed broken and worn out. Yagura then fell to the ground on his face. A few seconds passed as he tried to get up, but he failed as his body was broken. Naruto took out his sword as he walked towards Yagura. He then came to a stop when chakra burst all around Yagura as the whole ground was shaking, as all of the debris and everything created a large gust of smoke. When it cleared, the 3-tailed turtle stood in front of Naruto with all of its glory. Before Naruto could even think of anything else, the Biju started to charge a tail beast bomb. It finished his tail beast bomb and fired it towards Naruto. Naruto ran through hand signs, wood style, wood lock wall. Naruto slammed his hand on the ground as 4 propellers appeared around him as they created a dome around Naruto. The Biju bomb collided with Naruto dome jutsu. It exploded in a loud boom and created large dust of debris. After it happened, Naruto was on the ground panting as he used a lot of chakra to hold up the dome. As Madara told Naruto that Hashirama was able to create a dome wall to protect him from the Biju bomb, but he was still standing. Was it because Hashirama knew how to use nature energy? Is it because his master over the wood was superior to mine? Naruto questioned himself in his thoughts as he then stood up. As he looked at the 3-tail to see it charging another Biju bomb, as he wasn't going to allow it to create that thing again. As Naruto ran through hand signs, as he started to charge chakra down to his palm, as his hand started to glow red, as he started to heat up, as a small flame was created in his palm. Naruto held on to it tight as he still pumped chakra into it, as it got larger and larger and larger and larger until it was the size of one of cannon supermassive Rasengan. Naruto then vanished as he appeared near to the tail beast as he shouted supernova as he threw the attack. Suddenly 4 clones popped into existence as they all held on to him and threw him back. The supernova then hit the tail beast as it collided with the tail beast Biju bomb, making it unstable as everything erupted and the clones pushed Naruto far out of the blast range. As there was a huge explosion, everyone on the battlefield stopped fighting as they saw the explosion. It took about 10 minutes for all of the smoke and the debris to clear away. As when it did, Yagura was lying in a crater. He was back to his normal form. That attack destroyed him out of the Biju form, as Naruto was now down to his knee, as he used a lot of chakra into that attack. Suddenly, Yagura's body started to leak out blue chakra as it surrounded him before blasting up in the air, and then it vanished. As Naruto then saw Mei and her army running towards him. This is going to be annoying, he thought to himself. A few days later, at Konoha, Danzo was sitting in his throne as his loyal Anfu root agents were kneeling before him as they had the latest news on Naruto. Ever since Naruto attacked Orochimaru, he sent his Anfu out to go get information on the boy. Is this truly accurate? Danzo asks. Yes, Lord Danzo, the man said that kneeled before him. Danzo frowned. The report was not what he was expecting. Naruto had become far stronger than he had anticipated. It would make things difficult for him to make the boy one of his agents. Looking at the report from Naruto's battle in the mist, if everything was indeed true, then the blonde would become difficult to control. He would only become a threat to his plan, and he could not allow this. Get me those two elders, he ordered. Without a word, the root agents were gone. As Danzo then smiled, it was time to plan what he was going to do about that boy. Back to the Mist Village. It has been 2 weeks since the Civil War, as the place was in a cheery mood as they were rebuilding back the village. Right now, Naruto was sitting alone outside of the village. It was quiet out here, and more better than the village where everyone was so happy and in a good mood because they won. Since not every building in the village was destroyed, which meant there were still houses, hotels and restaurants, and they were still operating. Naruto could have stayed at the hotel, but many knew where he lived, as they all wanted to come and praise him for what he did on the battlefield, and he just found that annoying. As Naruto looked down at his palm, he was happy with his strength and what he could do. With some more time, he will surpass all of the legends in the shinobi world. Perhaps the one he couldn't surpass was the Sage of Six Paths, because he had no plan of collecting all the Biju and seal them within himself. However, with the Rinnegan and the eternal Mangeto Sharingan, he could obtain a piece of the Sage power. That was enough for him. Naruto then looked beside him as he saw Zetsu right beside him. I thought that you might have been interested for keeping the Sanbai, the three-tailed beast, for yourself, Zetsu said as he looked at Naruto. This was the first time they were speaking after the final battle. No, I have no interest in the Three Tails. But with the death of its Jinchuriki, it will take no longer than 5 years to reform. With that, Akatsuki plans will be put on hold until it reforms. As Zetsu now understands why Naruto did not extract the tail beast from Yagura before he died. Yes, they have to seal the Bijus in order. Without the Three Tails, they will not move on to the Four Tails. Well, they won't be able to, said Zetsu. So, what do you plan on doing with them? Do you intend to hunt every member down? No, I want you to keep watching the Akatsuki and wait until they made their move for the capture of the Shikaku and the Two Tails. Are you going to allow them to capture the Jinchuriki? No, I will intercept them before they do, since you will be tracking their movements. If I can just stand in the way of them catching a single Biju, Obito will have to take me seriously. No doubt, when he sees you as a threat, he will have to come to you himself, or he will send Nagato after you. No, he will come to me, but he will not fight me. He won't do that since Nagato is alive. The likely choice is that he will send Nagato after me. Zetsu then nodded and smiled. Well, things are surely going to be interesting from now on. Yes, but they will mostly be annoying, Naruto admitted. Since he's going back to Konoha, he will have to deal with the council and other things he'd rather not deal with. I have something interesting you may want to know, Zetsu said, making Naruto look at him. Jiraiya's spy network is really effective. He already knows that you're here, and he's already on his way, said Zetsu. Is he coming alone? Naruto asked. No, he's coming with Sasuke and Kakashi, said Zetsu. Sasuke? Has he completed his training? Naruto asked. Zetsu nodded. I guess I'll see how little Sasuke has grown, Naruto said, but he didn't sound interested. What he was saying, he didn't really care. What have Danzo and the elders been planning for me? Naruto asked. They are planning to put you and Sasuke under the Clan Restoration Act and some other things, Zetsu replied. As Zetsu, know that Naruto would not be forced to place under that. Naruto's face took an amusing expression. No doubt, so we can breed more sharingan for that village, he said. But you do have to look for someone if you're going to restore the clan, Zetsu commented. Even if Naruto would refuse to put under the CRA, he still would have to find a woman to help him restore the Uchiha clan, or women's. With Sasuke also there, they will restore the clan faster. I am aware of that, Zetsu, Naruto said, as he knew that he had to find a woman to restore the Uchiha clan. Soon, he will take care of Nagato and Obito, but by then he already had to lay the foundation to restore the Uchiha clan. Have you begun looking for suitable candidates? Zetsu asked, as he was truly interested in the subject. Naruto never talked about it, like ever. I was not looking for any candidates, Naruto replied with a shrug. Have you located Orochimaru? He asked, as he wanted to change the subject. Zetsu sighed. Yes, he is in the Stone Country. It appears that you did a lot of damage to his body in the last fight. Good, we will head there after Jiraiya arrives, Naruto replied. Zetsu nodded. I will be going back to the hideout. It will take a few days for Jiraiya to arrive here. I will return in a week. Before he arrived, Zetsu said as he started to sink down into the ground. Naruto just turned his head as he didn't respond, as Zetsu sank down, leaving Naruto by himself again. As Naruto grasped his fist this time, Orochimaru wouldn't make it out alive. He had ensured Kurama that he will get his other half back, and he will live up to his promise. Later that night, Naruto lay in his bed with his eyes closed, as he did not have much to do, just waiting for Jiraiya to arrive. He thought it would be amusing though if Jiraiya tried to force him to go back to Konoha. There was no doubt that Jiraiya will bring up the subject to go back to Konoha, but Naruto wasn't interested in going back to Konoha right now. He has to take care of Orochimaru first, and he wanted to deal with other things before going back to the village. A knock on the door snapped him out of his thoughts as he knew who was at the door. It's open, he said, as Uchiha walked in and closed the door behind her. As Naruto looked at the older woman, as he raised an eyebrow, he had noticed after the battle with Yagura, she had grown more uncomfortable with just being alone with him. Despite her uncomfort, she still went to his bed and sat on it. Naruto spoke first. You are a very good censor, he said. It wasn't long since he returned, but she already found him. She always seemed to find him wherever he goes. You seem to like my company, Naruto stated. Uchiha kept quiet, wondering where he was going with his words. Tell me, Uchiha, are you interested in me? He asked bluntly, with an unreadable look on his face. Uchiha felt her heart beat a bit faster than normal. She could not believe that he would ask a question so bluntly. She knew that he was straightforward, but for him to ask her that question was unimaginable. What troubled her was that she could not say yes or no. Over the past week, she has taken a liking to him. She would be lying if she said that she saw him the same way as she always did. He has grown well and was also handsome, and it was obvious that May took a liking to him as well. And she hated it. She hated it when Mei flirted with Naruto, and that made her question herself. Did she really have feelings for him? Well, right now she did not know what she felt. When are we leaving here? She asked, changing the topic. She couldn't answer the question because she did not know what she wanted or how she felt. Jiraiya will be arriving here in a few days along with Kakashi and Sasuke. You will go back to Konoha with them, Naruto replied. Uchiha looked at Naruto. She wasn't going to ask him how did he knew that Jiraiya was coming to the village along with Kakashi and Sasuke. So, are you staying here? She asked. No, Naruto replied. I have few things to do before I return back to Konoha. Oddly enough, Uchiha felt relieved that he wasn't going to spend more time here because Mei knew what she wanted, and if they spend a lot of time together, she might get her hands on him. How long will you take before you return back to Konoha? Naruto simply looked at her. Why do you ask? That question ran around her head. She could not say that she just wanted to know. Nothing. Never mind, she said quickly, avoiding Naruto's question. As things were becoming a lot more uncomfortable, she stood up. I am going to go now. I just came here to check on you, she stated, as she walked away without waiting for Naruto to answer, because she knew that he wasn't going to say anything after her. He was always like that. Even if she said goodnight to him, he wouldn't bother to respond. Naruto sighed as she left. Women were complicated. They placed their emotion at a higher level. As he then looked up at the ceiling, as he felt sleep taking him, as he closed his eyes. The next morning in Naruto's hotel room, Naruto had already taken a bath and had breakfast. He hated hotels because his room only had a bedroom and bathroom. There was no kitchen. The hotel provided food. Having spent most of his childhood by himself, Naruto was used to cooking his own meals, and it did not feel right eating meals cooked by other people. And he was also picky with his food. He did not eat everything. Naruto was now wearing his armor, as his gunbei was leaning against the wall. He liked wearing his armor. He felt comfortable wearing it, as it was also useful. The armor with his sharingan made people stay away from him. He was about to open the door when he heard a knock. He opened the door and Mei entered inside of the room. She went straight to his bed and lied down. She looked worn out, like she had not slept. Naruto merely stood at the door as he watched her. She mumbled something on her breath, but Naruto did not catch it, but he didn't ask her what she said. She then shifted on the bed and looked back at Naruto. Being Mizukage is so tiring, Mei said. There is just so much paperwork to do. I did not even get any sleep last night. Naruto's expression never changed. However, he was amused by Mei's antics. She was whining like a child, but he did not show that on his face. I thought you knew that before accepting the mantle of Mizukage, Naruto stated, as he was still standing at the door. I knew that I will have too much work to do because of Yagura action, but does it have to be so much? I don't even have time to do anything else these days. I am always hooked up on paperwork, council meeting, all of that. You're a strong woman. I am sure that you will be fine, Naruto said as he gave her a compliment. Mei smiled brightly. Those are the first encouraging words you have ever said to me, Naruto. Naruto raised an eyebrow. Does that surprise you? Yes, Mei replied. I just never thought that you were capable of saying those words. I have never seen you encourage anyone ever since you came here. Naruto did not comment on that. I was on my way out. You can rest here if you please, he said. That's rude. I came here to visit you and you are just going to leave me because you are on your way out? Your visit is acknowledged, Naruto replied. Naruto, wait, Mei called as she rushed over to him. They walked out of the hotel and walked within the streets as the villagers were busy with their day-to-day activities, and others were just minding their own business. As some of the people waved at the both of them, as Mei was the only one waving back, as Naruto just kept the same expression on his face and kept on walking. Does it hurt to smile or wave back at them? Mei said. as Naruto never once smiled or waved back to the people when they were greeting him. It is not necessary. What? Not necessary? She repeated. The only reason why they are kind to me is because I saved them. May sighed and decided not to say anything further. As they continued to walk further in silence, they just walked seemingly to an unknown destination. Isn't everything coming along lovely? May said with a big smile as she looked around the village. Naruto just nodded as he kept silent. May then broke the silence. When are you going to leave? In a few days. May's smile dropped as she knew that he was going to leave soon, but she did not expect him to leave so soon. Will you be returning to Konoha? She asked. No. So where will you be going? She said. The Stone Country. May raised her eyebrow. Why are you going there? She asked. I am going to take care of some business, Naruto replied without giving her any more information, but May just nodded. The two walked in silence again as they walked towards the training grounds, the west side of the rebuilt Mizukage Tower. The training ground was empty, just what Naruto wanted. He was not going to use it for training, he just wanted to sit down and relax. May sat down beside him on a small rock under a tree. You like this place? She asked. And why? It is peaceful and quiet, Naruto replied. You like peaceful and quiet? The way you fight was not like someone who enjoyed peace and quiet. Are you saying that I should look for quiet and peacefulness in the middle of the battlefield? Naruto asked. No, but as Naruto cut her off, the battlefield gave me a chance to prove my skills, but I like this place in peace. I don't want to dance here. Dance? May thought. So you enjoy the thrill of the battle, she said, earning a nod from Naruto. Can I ask you something? She said. Naruto just looked at her as she then spoke. Have you ever thought of trying to find peace in the elemental nations? No, said Naruto, as he had never thought of that. Why? She asked. Peace is not the reason for my existence. Therefore, I choose not to care about it. Not everyone is born for a certain goal. When I was born, I was not given a goal to become Mizukage or save my village from the blood purge of the bloodlines. But because we have feelings and we care, we do things that change our goal. The reason for you saving your village is that you care for your survival. I would have done the same. May was no surprise. Really? But Naruto did not respond to her question. Then, what about peace? What about it? If you bring peace to the shinobi world, everything will be kind, and peace will set place in this world. People can go to other villages in peace. Others can come together and create new bloodlines. Why do you want peace so much? Because I don't like what the world is coming out to. I want everyone to be free. I don't want what happened here to happen anywhere else in the world. And another reason would be that I care about the world. How noble of you, he said. It sounded sarcastic, but May could never really tell, as she wasn't sure if Naruto knew the meaning of sarcastic. So why don't you think about peace? Because I am not like you, said Naruto. I don't care about what happened to this world. War will always be here. Evil will always be a part of this world, he said. May looked at Naruto and sighed. You know, so many people wish that they had the power that you have. Not for evil, but for good intentions. So they could do a lot. But you have it. But you choose to do nothing. Nothing more was said, as Naruto knew that Madara wanted peace in his own unique way. That is because they're going to use the moon with the eye plan of casting a genjutsu on the world, and then there would be peace. But guys, I'm going to be ending this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notifications they posted. Remember to share to all of your friends on your social media platform. And also, go ahead and check out my main channel. Tonight, I'm going to be posting what if Naruto went back in time, and what if Kurama gave Naruto a dojutsu. Remember to go ahead and check them out. and I posted 2 special for you guys. And don't worry, more 1 hour special are coming. And what if suggestions will soon be taken, guys. So just sit back and enjoy all of the lovely what ifs that are coming your way. But for now, I'm out. Peace.